This is 5 on your side at noon. Focused on you.
We start today at noon with the weather, a quiet day after the excitement of the eclipse. Here's a live look at conditions in O'Fallon, Illinois. Mostly cloudy and warm, but rain is on the way. Thanks for being here at noon. I'm Kay Quinn. We can expect a full day of rain tomorrow. Meteorologist Jim Castillo here with the Weather First forecast.
Yeah, Kay, so nice yesterday, and then today we've had some rain and even thunder south and east of the metro. Around the metro, it's cloudy and 66 degrees. And there's a spot shower chance tonight, but let me show you where that rain is now. Weather First Doppler radar is picking up on that rain right through Jefferson County in Illinois and Mount Vernon. Some thunder in there too, but sub-severe. Don't worry about it today. We're not expecting any severe weather. Pilot Knob, maybe a quick downpour just to the east there, and a few showers around Farmington and Park Hills. So the satellite radar shot showing the cloud cover, but even northern Gasconade County is beginning to see a little bit of sunshine. So we saw that in St. Louis. Now it's cloudy. So do expect that chance of rain in here, but the best chance is for tomorrow. And this is why. Low pressure in Texas. There's a lot of rain in the panhandle there of Texas and Oklahoma, and pushing into East Texas also. Much more on this forecast coming up. This low is going to bring in some Gulf moisture, Kay, so rain will be heavy at times. I'll time it out coming up.
We'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Jim. Happening today, the state of Missouri is expected to carry out its first execution of the year. Brian Dorsey killed his cousin and her husband in 2006. 5 on your side's Megan Kernan has details.
As Brian Dorsey's case continues to get national attention, demonstrators will gather for him outside of the Circuit Courts building at 3 p.m. today. And they'll also be outside of the prison in St. Francis County, where he is set to be executed later tonight. Right now, an appeal focused on Dorsey's record of good behavior is still pending before the U.S. Supreme Court. Last Friday, the Missouri Supreme Court denied a stay of execution. And yesterday, Governor Mike Parson denied clemency. Dorsey is convicted of killing his cousin Sarah Bonney and her husband in 2006 in New Bloomfield, just north of Jefferson City. He then sexually assaulted Sarah's body as their 4-year-old daughter slept in another room, according to prosecutors. Dorsey's attorneys claim he was going through a drug-induced psychosis during the crime and was trying to borrow money from his victims. Family members of both Dorsey and the victims spoke about the impending execution.
It'll be terrible for me because he is like my son.
We're not asking you to let him out. We just need you to save his life.
Now, Dorsey's clemency petition for good behavior was supported by about 70 Missouri correctional officers who lived with him and worked with him. Dorsey is set to be given the lethal injection at 6 p.m. in Bonne Terre. Reporting in downtown St. Louis, I'm Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
Also today, a Jefferson County man will be sentenced for his involvement in the January 6th Capitol riot. Eric Glenn Harrower pleaded guilty last fall to parading, demonstrating, or picketing in a Capitol building. He faces 6 months in prison, probation, and a fine. The St. Louis County Council will hold its first meeting since County Executive Sam Page made a call to move the government out of the Ruse building in Clayton. Dr. Page claims it's too late to renovate the current building, which is required to have fire suppression sprinklers by the end of 2027. Councilwoman Shalonda Webb is currently speaking to our reporter about Page's plan. She may expand on her discussions during tonight's meeting. New at noon, the county just announced it's now taking bids to build a new police precinct in Maryland Heights. The 49,000 square foot facility would house precinct number 2, a police intelligence center and property control center. The $46 million project is being funded by federal relief money from state and county. Construction is anticipated to begin in June. The Wildwood City Council wants to learn more about an ordinance involving outdoor holiday lights. Under a proposal discussed last night, hanging lights for more than 45 consecutive days, poorly maintained lights, or aiming lights at another building would be illegal. The legislation is now being studied by the Parks and Recreation Committee. Several residents and even some aldermen want more research done before the next step is taken. St. Louis's largest skyscraper has a new owner. Our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal reporting that a Boston company bought the former AT&T tower located on Chestnut Street. The 44-story building has sat vacant since 2017. A big break for Cardinal fans, apparently scammed on opening day. The St. Louis treasurer says thanks to a report by 5 on Your Side, the city will forgive tickets issued to people who parked in a grassy lot on Broadway. The lot sits next to Still 630 Distillery. Those fans tell us they paid someone to park there, only to find parking tickets on their vehicles when they returned. City leaders encourage you to use city-owned lots and parking garages. Developing right now, the parents of a Michigan school shooter have each been sentenced to at least 10 years in prison for failing to take steps that could have prevented the killing of 4 students in 2021. Jennifer and James Crumbley were found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. The Crumbleys say they didn't know their son, Ethan Crumbley, was planning a shooting at Oxford High School in 2021 that ended in the deaths of 4 students. Prosecutors say the parents failed to secure the gun. We now know why prosecutors charged Alec Baldwin for that accidental shooting that left a cinematographer dead. A new filing claims the actor had no control of his emotions on the set. They say his behavior contributed to safety compromises, which led to the deadly shooting in 2021. Prosecutors say Baldwin demanded the crew and armorer, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, work faster, and the actors rushing on the set routinely compromised safety. Baldwin pleaded not guilty to involuntary manslaughter. His trial starts this summer. Still ahead, the tax deadline is next week. We offer advice for procrastinating tax filers. Plus, a big number for women's sports, the significance of a Sunday college basketball championship game.